Everybody feel good. Everybody feel good. Oh, yeah. Good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday and it's 10 a.m. Everybody feel good. Yes, that is why I'm here this morning, so that I can encourage you to feel good. I am Robin Roberts. Today we're talking about what is fair. What is fair? And I have something that I feel expresses my point of view. What is fair? Toilet paper. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. It's all about toilet paper. What is fair, people? That's what I'm here to talk about today. Now, I really was kind of struggling about whether I wanted to talk about what is fair today. But I decided that, in fact, and indeed, I did want to broach this subject. And what I say, you might agree with and you might disagree with it. And that's part of the greatness of this. But in the end, I think we'll all come together. So what is fair? Well, I can tell you what isn't fair. Life is not fair. It is not human nature to be fair. It is when we rise above a primal nature that we can be fair. But in general, if the world were fair, there would have been plenty of toilet paper for everybody. And let's not go into supply chains and all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. You know the people who went and bought cartloads and cartloads and cartloads of toilet paper. And it wasn't fair. But for whatever reason, their natural instinct was to grab what was scarce so that they would have some. Now, this is pretty negative, and I apologize for that. But why am I talking about it? I am here to be uplifting. I am here to help everybody stay more buoyant. Right. And the way that we can stay more buoyant is to not get caught in this, that wasn't fair, and I want it to be fair. And I have seen that some people are getting caught in this idea that somehow life wasn't fair to them. And you know what? It's not enough. You know that great parental response, like, because I said so and because life isn't fair. Well, that's just not enough to say that. I want to dig a little deeper into that. For example, let's imagine that I have a roof, my neighbor has a roof, the roofs are the same age, and it hails. And one of the two roofs gets demolished and the other one doesn't. Is it fair? No, it just is what it is. A person I know this week had a loved one die. Is that fair? Oh, it's life. But that loved one had very specific idea of what they wanted their funeral to be. And it can't be that way because of the whole quarantine that we're in right now. Is that fair? No. But it's the way it is. And this is very personal. I had a lovely sister-in-law who was 32 years old, who was driving down the street with her 5-month-old baby in the car. She was slammed into. She died a horrible death. Her child, my nephew, was maimed. Was that freaking fair? No, it wasn't fair. But people, it's how we deal with it. It's how we cope. It's how we become resilient. Am Am I emotional about it? Obviously, I still am. And I'm sure that my friend who lost her loved one is emotional about how she can't do what she wants to do for that loved one. But you see, this is where we become the thinking people, the people who can now take and create okayness out of what wasn't fair. Because it all starts within. You and I cannot control anybody else. We can only control ourselves. And so once we have these feelings of unfairness, and I'm not saying don't have those feelings. Hey, I get it, man. I get it. But once we've moved through that phase, that anger phase, it's time to move forward and create the value in the experience. Because if we get caught in the unfairness, if we get caught in that feeling of lack of personal power, in that helpless feeling, then we're not going to win. And it takes stepping back and going, wow, that wasn't fair, man. That so totally was not fair. But I can work in my life to be fair. For example, my friend, they're going to have one heck of an amazing memorial for her loved one when we are out of this time where we can't be together. They are resourceful. They are going to find a way to honor that life and then in the future do more of what that person wanted. In my case, with my sister-in-law, we used the legal system to bring some equity to the situation. And that's fine. It's important to then move forward. And the only fairness that you and I can control is the fairness that I have when I treat you with respect. The fairness that I share my toilet paper, or I don't go buy bundles and bundles and bundles of it. I leave some for my neighbor. That's how I can be fair. And you know what? Truthfully, if everyone in the world were being fair, wow, this world would be a different place. But it is human nature it's survival instinct. Absolutely. So the encouragement part of this, what I really want to get to now, is that you get to take control of this. You get to say, okay, that wasn't fair, but what do I do? Sometimes you need to work twice as hard to make it work out for you. And to expect someone else to smooth the path for you isn't realistic. So just dig in, just give it up and work twice as hard. It's like, do you remember when you had that group project? Maybe it was college, mine was college, some people in high school. And you got stuck with that one person in the class who was, they did nothing. They were a dead loss. Did you just sit back and only do your share and hope for the best or be willing to take a bad grade? Or did you double in, cover your work, cover their work, and you know what? You probably made it clear to the professor that, this person didn't really help. But you don't make the professor make it fair. You just do what needs to be done. And so that's what I'm encouraging you to do when you're feeling that unfairness. You do what needs to be done, and you move forward and not get caught in this, it's unfair and I want someone to fix it for me. You fix it. You fix it for you. You can do this. I know you can do this because we are resourceful. We are amazing, amazing animals. We can think and we can think of new ways. I mean, all the innovation is at our fingertips. And we can create so that we can create things more fairly. And the truth is, fairness starts with you. So as long as you're being fair, as long as you treat people fairly, know that in your heart that that's your big contribution to the world. And don't get stuck. Don't get frozen. Know that you can do this. You can do anything. You are resourceful. Don't wait for someone to make it okay. And I see a lot of people, particularly young people, it appears like they're not sure that they can make things okay for themselves. And I promise you, you can. And if you ever are in a place where you just need to talk it out, because I've been there, I've felt frustrated and it was unfair, and I have people I can turn to, and sometimes they smack me upside the head and they say, hey, stop getting lost in that unfairness thing and make it work. And sometimes that's what I needed to hear. And sometimes I needed someone to agree with me and then urge me to do something different. So if you are ever in that position, or you know someone in that position, please, send them to me. Send them to my Facebook page. I'll chat with people. I will help them know that they're resourceful and they're amazing and that they can work it out. And that is my message today, is that you are fair. The world, not so fair. But you are fair. You get to control fair. You get to be the hero. This is a hero's journey, people. Life is a hero's journey, and you are on it. And you are the hero. And you get to be fair, and you get to overcome, and you get to be victorious. Is that awesome? That's awesome. That is awesome. So, woo, there we are. That was my message about fairness. I hope that it was a message that spoke to you. I hope that you found it helpful. I pray that you share this. And if you want to talk to me about this more, I want to talk to you. Hey, I'm in quarantine, man. I'd love to talk to people. Okay? All right, so we're going to finish up with our favorite song here. Oh, yeah. Everybody feel good. Oh, here I am. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Facebook Live. You can see me on all the social media, so I would love it if you would help me. You would help me get some traction. Give me some likes, give me some shares, give me some comments, get me out there. I want my message to get out to the world. We are amazing. You are amazing. And I will see you Friday at 10.